Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Freemont Brewing Company out of Seattle, Washington. This beer is a Cowiche Canyon Fresh Hop Ale. It says Pale Ale at the bottom. I think this label is really interesting because not only does the picture remind me of Sierra Nevada, it's like the same color scheme too, which is really odd. I mean, it looks like they're trying to emulate them, which doesn't make any sense for a brewery like Freemont, who already has their own pretty large fan base. But anyways, so I guess this is similar to the other two fresh hop beers that I reviewed for them recently. This one says it's made with Citra and Simcoe, and the other ones, one was Citra and one was Simcoe. So, this is the same ABV too. So it sounds like basically this is just those two blended together. I mean, I'm sure they didn't blend the beers together. They just used both Citra and Simcoe when they made it. It says it's 70 IBUs, which I know IBUs don't really mean anything, but I find it hard to believe that was even the case with the other ones, because the hop schedule seemed pretty minimal. So we'll see how this is. But I'm guessing it's probably going to be pretty similar to the other two. The other two kind of tasted a little old to me. This one was canned 5 days after the first one and 4 days after the second one. So a couple days fresher, but I can't imagine a couple days is going to make that much difference. So we'll see. But I mean, even though it has both of those hops in it, it could be a completely different beer. I honestly don't know, but just the fact that it says fresh hop pale ale like the other ones did, and it's the same ABV, makes me think that the malt bill is the same. So hopefully we'll be able to tell by tasting it. So I mean, it looks really similar to the other ones. It's a nice amber color, almost orange with slightly less than 1 finger's worth of white head. So this definitely smells more fresh than the other two. So this might be ramped up a little bit, and it might be also because it's a combination of Citra and Simcoe, because I'm not really getting either one separately. I'm getting like a blend of both, which makes sense. But I'd say it's probably leaning more on the Simcoe side. So this is definitely better than the other two for sure. I don't know if the whole beer is different, or it might just be that the combination of the hops is, coming together to provide more flavor, which kind of overlays on top of the malt bill better. I really don't know, or it could be a different beer. I'm not sure, but I definitely think this is definitely better than both of the individual hopped ones. I mean, the aroma it's a little citrusy, more on the dank side. The flavor is pretty nice actually in this one. Like, I feel maybe if the other two were a little old, this is kind of more what they are going for, because it has a really nice, pungent, fresh picked hop taste. There's nothing bad about it at all. It has a nice balancing malty backbone. Just a little bit of caramel malt and some bready malt, and I would say a really good balancing bitterness. It's not too bitter, but it's definitely not like New England style by any means. I think this is really good. This is what a classic American pale ale should taste like, in my opinion. So I'm gonna bump this one up to a buy versus the other two I just said drink. I don't know how much this costs, but I'm just making the assumption since it's just a pale ale and it's a 12-ounce can, and I'm pretty sure that Fremont stuff is pretty reasonable. Like, even their giant barrel-aged beers are only like $20. They're not anything insane. I'm going to make the assumption that at most this was like $3 a can. It's like $18 a six-pack. I don't think it was more than that. So, if that is the case, which I'm pretty sure it is, this is a buy for me. I wouldn't buy it all the time because it's not mind-blowing, but if I wanted like a really nice, crisp, classic American pale ale, this would be something that I would go to. It is pretty refreshing. And like I generally like a mix of hops over single hop beers, but sometimes it can get too muddled when there's like a ton of things in there. I think this combination of Citra and Simcoe, which I love that combination. Citra, Simcoe, and Mosaic and Galaxy is like, those are, if I make an IPA and I want to have like a good breadth of different hop varietals, like those are the four that I use. I think they play really well with each other. But this, I think this Simcoe and Citra is a really good combination for this type of beer. It does have a little bit of a New Skull hop flavor, but it still has a little bit of the dankness of the Simcoe and classic malt profile. So it's pretty good stuff. I like it, and I'm going to call this one a buy. So I think that's all I got on this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.